Greetings, fellow citizens of the Interbubs. This is Rendog coming at ya in another Minecraft episode from the HermitCraft server. We're kicking things off today, everybody, from Poop Bridge, one of HermitCraft Season 10's most incredible landmarks. An absolute architectural wonder, the likes of which that will go down in Minecraft history as one of the most magnificent builds ever created. Oh man, all sorts of shenanigans going on out here, guys, just below Magic Mountain. And that's where we are to start today's episode, right here in the land of the Skizzleman. The upside down Skizzleman? Well, I'm more specifically interested in what the upside down Skizzleman has created. It is the magnificent pyramid of the Skizz. And for those of you guys who have been following Skizz's series here in Season 10, you'll know that there is far more to this wonderful construction than meets the eye. A few days ago, the Skizzleface let all of us hermits know that the pyramid is now open for applications, and that's exactly why we're here. I want to get myself into this pyramid as soon as possible because it is going to be a magnificent experience. So I'm here to sign up, and I'm not exactly sure how to do that. Head drop, instructions. Wait, there's instructions?
Want to give Maslow's pyramid a try? The price of admission
is your head.
Now, seriously, if you're interested, I need you to grab one of your heads and toss it in. There's one small part of the pyramid I'd like to tailor just to you. So once you throw your hat in the ring, so to speak, I'll know you're interested and I'll let you know as soon as it's ready for you. So come on, chop it off, drop it in.
Sweet. Okay, so I need my head to sign up to the pyramid. I mean, that should be easy enough to obtain. There is a hermit online. Give me one moment. I think I may have spotted something that cannot be unseen.
Is it a face by any chance?
It is a face.
And is it on that south side building? Because I've just seen it too.
Yep, with the mouth and the eyes. It's like some sort of weird duck creature or something.
Wow. Thanks, Ren. You can leave now. You can leave.
It's so good. Look,
I don't even want to know what you're about to say.
It even has a dress. Look, it's got like a little purple dress and everything. It's going to a dance or something.
Wow.
It's so good. It's so good.
My day's been ruined.
Yeah. Anyway, hi. I need some help,
Hi.
please. Very quickly, if you would.
Okay.
Oh,
I already know what's going to happen.
Please delete me. Please delete me.
What? Why?
Because I need my head for Skizzleman's pyramid machine. So.
Oh, I could have offered you one of the ones I have, but
Yeah, it's fine. We'll get a fresh one. Stick a nice fresh one in there.
There you go.
Beautiful.
There he is. What about
Thank
a second one?
No,
You could
not
probably
a
do with the
second
one.
Doesn't need
There
two,
you go.
False. I only need one.
You might want another one.
I don't. Well,
There you go.
that is true.
Now you're
actually.
like a Ren Wither.
Oh, dude. Okay, one more time.
You
Actually, I want to
there,
wait.
and then
Another two more times.
and
Then
then
I
you
make
need to be in the
a
middle.
Ren
So it
Wither.
needs the body as well.
I'll make the body. Don't you worry.
Okay. Well, I guess I created the Ren Wither.
Yeah, and one more, please.
I'm gonna regret that.
I need one more,
One
please.
more.
Wait, hold on. Let me put my own face on, and now you kill me with my own face on. There we go. That was some.
Well, now they're both over. Dude, they both flew, both of them together. Oh man.
Excellent. Well,
Okay.
that's all I needed. Thank you
Well-
so much for the assistance. Good stuff.
No worries.
I'm going to go stick this in the pyramid and see what happens. All right, there we go. Multiple Rendog heads obtained. And now we can chuck this thing in the pyramid. And I think it's going to take a couple of days for us to actually do the pyramid itself. Skizz said in his message he's going to do a custom thing if we go into this.
Don't go ahead.
Our head just got nom-nommed by the Skizzle face. I mean, that's the sentence you don't hear every day, but sweet. That's it. We've applied, and now we await Skizz's response, I suppose. All right, before we get on with the episode, everyone, I can't help myself. The Ren Wither must be created. And obviously we're going to be creating it in False's base, because she was the one that spawned this idea in the first place. We have to do this relatively stealthily, though. False is over there doing some terraforming, I think, so we can stick the Ren Wither right here, I guess, at the entrance. She won't even see it coming, and it'll look a little something like this. A literal Ren Wither right there. Beautiful. Thanks for the help, False. And wow, that is actually nightmare fuel. That is nightmare fuel. All right, I'm out. Okay, hold the phone, everyone. This episode has just been derailed. I was going to go do some work over at the scootball field, but instead, we're going to play some mini golf. It looks like Cubfan has finished the little course that he was working on. And that's very exciting indeed, because the last time we had mini Trident Enderpearl Golf on the server, it was an absolute blast. This is one of Cubfan's games. It is amazing. And we use Tridents and Enderpearls to literally play golf, which is, really, really sweet. And this looks like it's hole 1. So this isn't where it begins. Hold on. Is there like a starter tee somewhere around here? I'm assuming it's somewhere on this side. Oh my goodness. How insane is this part of the server at night, guys? I am just... I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. My jaw has just literally dropped on the floor. Joel and Impulse's workout here, absolutely amazing. Anyway, yes, there must be a place to start the mini golf. I'm assuming it's on top of these buildings somewhere. Aha! Yes, that looks like the starting location. Indeed it is. Golf materials, hole 1. Please return the club. Okay, sweet. And we get to respawn here too, which is probably good. Although I need to remind my brain how the game functions. I believe it is as follows. We are the ball in this game, and we have to put ourselves in the hole. And we do that using tridents from water sources and enderpearls. And I think it's got something to do with an enderpearl in the offhand, like so. And when we riptide an enderpearl, we get a super far-flung enderpearl. That is going to go all the way to the other side of the universe, I think. Yeah, there we go. Jeez. That was an absolutely insane distance of enderpearling. But yeah, we can use the combination of the riptide and the enderpearl to really fling ourselves across the server. And that is how we are going to get ourselves into the holes. I don't know how many holes there are. We're just going to play and see how far we go. But this first hole is interesting because it's kind of short, right? Oh, whoopsie. I did it again with the enderpearl in the offhand. Okay. We've got to be a little bit gentle with these drivers and irons in this game. You're going to end up literally on the other side of the planet. Let's start the action. We'll throw, and then enderpearl, and that's out of bounds, I suppose. Yeah, that's out of bounds. All right, shot 3, as we've just dropped a shot to being out of bounds. Let's try go a little bit to the right, and then the enderpearl can be flung to the roof. That was so close. And there's a plant in the way. I don't know if I can even get in the hole. Let's have a look. Yes, we're in. Okay, nice. So that is beautiful. Hole 1 done. Sweet. It only took us 4 shots. So we are +1 at the moment for the course. And hopefully we can make things up again with the next hole. Okay, we've got to make sure we control the enderpearl here properly. Look, I'm rusty, okay? I'm rusty with the whole enderpearl golf situation. All right. Anyway, let's see. Hole 2 is southeast. Southeast corner of spawn. Okay, so there's spawn. And can we see the flag? Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's the flag. We're going to go for a really long shot here all the way over spawn. And we'll see how far we get. So here we go. Boom. Hello? What just happened? Okay, that was a terrible shot. So that's a drop shot, I suppose. But here we go again. Boom. And flungage has occurred, and so is death. And enderpearl. This is not going very well, is it? Aha. Also just realized that hole 2 is actually in the spawn building itself and not over there. So this has just been... You know what? Can we just start again, please? Can we just start again? We'll just pretend that last round we were at the driving range doing some practice, right? That wasn't an official round. This is the official round. Here we go. So, hole 1, we are going to try and do what we did last time, get some air and then get an enderpearl onto the roof. And not quite, but we could probably now aim for the pole of the flag, and that, my friends, is a birdie for hole 1, or at least 2 shots. I'm assuming this is a par 3, but yes. We'll just say 2 shots into hole 1. Most excellent. Now we know that hole 2 is over there. This makes it a little bit more interesting. I wonder, oh my goodness, this is kind of difficult because if you miss this area, you got to ender pearl your way all the way around to get to the top. I wonder if this is driver related. It probably is. Okay, let's go for a driver into an ender pearl shot and see if we can get anywhere close to that hole 2. This is a tricky one. Let's see. That is, oh, I shot 2 by mistake and I died again. I'm so bad at this. All right, 3rd time's a charm, although if I fail once again, I think I'm just going to accept my fate that I absolutely suck at this. But there we go. I'm able to turn the elytra on also. Not a bad shot, actually. Just an ender pearl away from victory. And we're going to make sure we land in the hole if we can. And that is just on the edge of the hole. That's very unfortunate, but that's okay. We'll do it in 3. And a beautiful firework to go off. And, well, that's 3 shots for hole 1. Absolutely terrible. We're going to go driver into delayed ender pearl, I think. And we're just going to try and fly also so that we don't die. I guess we chase our own ender pearl. Although that actually breaks the game because it feels like the ender pearl landed on me. And this is just going terribly wrong. That was actually insane, though. I'm pretty sure I might be the first Minecrafter who has ever ender pearled themselves. Surely, that must be some sort of a record. I'm not giving up, though. I must at least get to the 2nd hole by the end of today, guys. So let's try one last time, shall we? And that's looking pretty good, actually. Ooh, that's way better than the last time. And I suppose to get in the hole, we want to ender pearl to the edge of this flag. There we go. Okay, nice. So 2 shots for hole 1. I also love the fact that every firework is unique when we do this, which is really nice. And, well, let's try this again. We're going to get the driver out, and we will fly, but don't fly to the ender pearl. Fly away from the ender pearl so that we don't self-ender pearl over here. But this is an extremely tricky hole. And, oh, let's just fly over here, right? We can land and wait for the ender pearl to land. And we've overshot it, it looks like it. And that makes life very difficult indeed. So it's over there somewhere, right? Which means we've got to do some sort of a, let's have a look, some sort of an up and over, I suppose, a lob, if you will. And that is either too far or absolutely spot on or neither of those. This is an absolute disaster. I suppose we're going to have to go back to go forward. All right, here we go. We can still salvage this if that goes in the hole, but that looks like it might be way over the top. It is not over the top, but it is on the wrong platform. There is the hole itself, so just another lob. This is going to be shot number 4, I think. This hole is very difficult, by the way, but we're making some good headway. And, okay, we can see the flag. When you get to the flag, you're good, because if we can hit the flag, we go into the hole, right? So this is going to be shot 5, and we've overshot the flag. Nice. Very nice. This is going to be shot 6. And hopefully that hits the flag. No, it doesn't, but it's pretty good. Shot 7, shot 8. Okay, so 8 shots for hole 2. Absolutely terrible, but awesome fireworks. And how many holes are there, Cub? This is absolutely torturous. Golf equipment, please put back when done. Yeah, I assume this is the last one then. So this is going to be the final hole. And interesting. That looks like it's pretty close. Looks like a par 3, but maybe if we drive it and get really, really close to the flag, or at least as close as we can, we might be able to yeet the ender pearl into the flag. That looks pretty bad. Not terrible, but pretty bad. And now, how good is our ender pearling skills? Absolutely awful. My goodness. Okay, so we're going to have to go over the top like this. Try to get a good angle of the flag. Oh, that was so close. And then we can just ender pearl into the hole. Okay, so that was 4 shots for hole 3. 7 shots for hole 2, so that's 11 in total and 2 shots. We did it in 13, either 13 or 14. I might have been miscounting. All right, so I guess that's my target. I got to beat 14 That's my current par here at the minigolf game. Which is, you know, I mean, you hate to see it. It's absolutely terrible. But nice game, Cub. Absolutely amazing. I will be back out here doing some practice, I assure you. I will avenge my terrible, terrible score, but next up in the episode, let's go do some actual work out at the scootball field, everyone. It's the next day in real life, everybody. Just logged onto the server and almost had a panic attack. Because there's a ghast just floating around the base. Like it owns the place. Although the more astute of you might have noticed that this ghast is a smiley face ghast. Yes, indeed. Yesterday, we updated to Minecraft 1.21.6, and that means happy ghasts are now on the HermitCraft server. This one's particularly happy, floating around, clearly obsessed with the mud maker, which is kind of weird. And if you're wondering why there's a happy ghast in my base right now, well, it's because Azuma had an incredible idea on livestream last night. He came over to me and said, "Yo, Ren, let's go and plant dried ghast babies all over the server, and over the course of the next few weeks, they will slowly hatch as the chunks get loaded, and after a while, everybody will have a happy ghast to bring happiness into their souls." And so we went around the server planting happy ghasts everywhere, and it's going to take a while for them to actually grow and mature in the water sources, but when they do, they will pop out and they'll hang around the spot that they were born at. And we've planted happy ghasts in every single Hermit's base and at all the important locations across the server, so over the next couple of weeks or so, you're going to start seeing in the episodes of the Hermits happy ghasts spawning and floating and being happy all over the place. So, yeah, great idea by Azuma to bring a bit of joy into the HermitCraft server. I think this might be the most wholesome prank that has ever been done on the HermitCraft server. So, nice one, Azuma. Although, I've just realized, I think I need an actual happy ghast saddle to make this happy ghast be my friend. So, yeah, BRB. Ah yes, there it is, the happy ghast saddle thing. Leather, glass, and wool, which should be easy enough to find in our new storage system. By the way, I've been working, relatively slowly but surely on getting this system completed. Pretty much almost there, and as you can see, pretty easy to find everything now, which is great. But we shall make ourselves a GIGACORP colored light blue happy ghast harness. And I guess all we got to do is find the ghasty. There he is. Although that looks like Azuma's one. So let's not steal that one. And we just got to land on top of his head. Beautiful. Stick the saddle on. And mount it. Is this now mine? Is this working? Yes. Yes, it is. I believe it is. Wait, that goes down. This goes up. How does this actually work? Okay, so it flies toward your cursor. That's very easy to use, actually. This is my first time using the happy ghast, and it will literally just cruise toward where your cursor is facing, so you don't have to do any sort of ups and downs and whatnot. Just point and press forward, and that's where it floats to. Although this is a perfect opportunity to use the happy ghast as an observation platform for the scootball field that I have been working on over the last couple of days. I think in the previous episode, I just finished putting in the grandstands around the field itself, and over the last couple of days, I've been working really hard on these really cool VIP lounges, I suppose, and it's a place for the VIP scootball fans to come and chill and have sandwiches and beverages to watch the game down below on the scootball field, I suppose. And I really love how they have turned out. Uh-oh, just flew off the happy ghast. What happens now? Does he just sort of float into oblivion? Yo, dude, you need to just come this way, please, because there are dangerous mobs around. You know what? I'm just going to float you above the scootball field and leave you around there, because I don't want to lose you. You're pretty stinking cool. We need a name for this ghasticle, everybody. Any ideas in the comments? But yes, VIP lounges now installed, and they look really great from the field itself. I've actually done a little bit more coloring over here too. I was kind of inspired to try and make the whole thing feel a little bit more like blue versus orange, and I think we can make that even more obvious by using some glass and some carpeting over here. One of the things we worked out when we first played Scootball is that when the scoot ends up in the water over here, it's kind of annoying and a little bit difficult to get out. So I think a great way to solve that issue is going to be building some sort of a barrier just above this water source. So now, when the scoot goes underneath the water, the players themselves won't be able to interact with it from the actual water source itself. So I'm thinking maybe we do something like this, and the glass on this side will be blue, and then we'll have a white bit in the middle, and then we'll switch to orange on this side. So whenever you're on the field, or even if you're spectating a game, wherever you're looking, it'll definitely be obvious which side of the field you're on. When we first played, it was kind of tricky sometimes to remember which of the goals was which. And I think we got to change the color of the goal nets also to the different colors. So this can be orange and this can be blue. And I'm sure we can add a few more color schemes into it also. Perhaps even the grandstands themselves could be represented with the carpeting, right? I was thinking about adding carpeting here for the spectators, and this could really help to visually show that this is the orange side, that's the blue side, and that might really help the whole situation, especially from the player's perspective. So, tell you what, I'm going to get all of these changes done, and we'll have a look at the scootball field in a second, and keep our eye on the Garsticle, because he is, where is he? There we go. He's happy, but he's a bit dumb, to be honest, just floating around obliviously. Although, come to think about it, that is very much how my brain works too. So me and this Ghast, we're buddies. Alright everyone, I've got to admit it. When the Happy Ghast was first spoiled, I was a bit skeptical of whether or not it was going to be useful. But this one is actually turning out to be very useful indeed. I've just finished installing all of those changes to the scootball field that I mentioned, and sitting on top of this little guy, we get a really great view of the place. Instead of flying around with an elytra to try and see the build, we get a decent view from it up here, although we can only see sort of half of it through the Ghast. I mean, wouldn't it be sweet if there was a button that allowed us to, like, hang off its tentacles, you know, with our hand, like holding up and holding the tentacle so that we can observe what we've built? Anyway, just an idea. But yeah, scootball field's looking great. I've installed the carpets into the grandstands and all the glass, and I added colors to the goals also, looking really sweet. However, despite all this amazing progress, there's one very important thing still missing on the scootball field, and that is the, that's the scoot itself. And I'm hoping that I can use this Happy Ghast to get a scoot into the field, because right now there isn't really an easy way to get the armadillo into the field, and I'm hoping that we could potentially dangle an armadillo using the Happy Ghast. I have got a couple tethered over here somewhere. Very difficult to see through the Happy Ghast, but yeah, there they are. Okay, so if we can float down here and potentially yoink the armadillos, I guess, hold on, I can do this, maybe, and can I get onto the, no, dude, come back, dude. Okay, he flies away really, really quickly, although he is coming back. Hold on, can you ender pearl onto a Happy Ghast, question mark? Oh, you deal damage to the Happy Ghast when you do that, so that's not a great idea. We're gonna have to figure out a better way to do this. I also lost the armadillos, and I'm getting attacked by an endermite. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Nice. Is that it? Are we still tethered? We are. Look at them dangling down below. Okay, excellent. And if we go up, we do drag them up with us. Look at this. Oh, this is so good. What an amazing way to safely move mobs in Minecraft. I mean, I think a lot of us Minecrafters have been waiting for this for a really long time. Am I right? This is fantastic. Oh, Scar's going to be so happy with this. It's a slow but extremely efficient way to move mobs, and all we got to do is go down to the field, I suppose, and get off the Happy Ghast, and that should, theoretically, yes, drop the scoots off. Nice. You know what this thing reminds me of? You know, in ice hockey, you have that machine that comes and cleans the ice in between the halves of the game. That's what this guy does. He comes and he cleans the ice and he delivers a fresh scoot onto the field. a fresh scoot ball. Oh, that's so good. Guys, the Happy Ghast doing so much excellent work out here for scoot ball. This is so good. Well, clearly there's still a bit of work to be done here at the scoot ball field, everybody. We got mobs and stuff spawning in the stadiums, but for the most part, everything is done, and I'll do the final little tweaks on live stream this week. But look at this. We are playing scoot ball again, and it is feeling good. I've just set up the beacons to give us speed, regeneration, and jump boost 2, which are alternated between the 4 towers, but I don't know if that's exactly the configuration we want to go with. I want to maybe do some more jump boost over the speed, or maybe vice versa. But the point of having jump boost is that we can potentially do tricks off the scoot if we time the wind charges and stuff correctly. But for the most part, we can play the game, we can hit the ball through the thing, and this barrier is definitely going to do really great work for us here. So, excuse me, Mr. Ghast, you need to get out the way while we're playing scoot ball, dude. You're going to hurt yourself here, man. I'm trying to pull off a skill shot here where you can double jump off the scoot, but it's kind of tricky. There's another one where you can lift the scoot with the wind charge and then hit it again in midair, but yeah, pretty rusty here in the scoot ball department. The good news is we can get the scoot from one side of the field to the other, and most importantly, we can stick it in the goal. And that's the basic functionality of the game working, which is amazing. We've got a friendly Ghast to help us restock the scoots into the field and provide some VIP viewing, I suppose, if there's no more seats left in the VIP lounges. But yeah, scoot ball field is done. I am so happy with this. And a big thank you again to one of my Patreons, Crafty Red Dragon, for this very inspired build of the final stadium. It looks so great. So great, in fact, that our Happy Ghast just wants to hang out here and look at the place, it seems. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. I got a bunch of editing to do, so I'm going to float up dramatically into the sky and say goodbye to you all. And watch the space for the next HermitCraft Scootball tournament / game. I'm going to try and make it happen. But guys, thank you very much for watching, and we'll smell you all in the next friendly Ghast infested episode.